guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. If you're not subscribed or you do not have your notification bell turned on, please go ahead and turn it on so that when I post you will be able to see it. So my hair is already parted, as you guys can see. I'm gonna count it for you guys so that you will be able to know how many braids I have in total, but trust me, it's a lot, because I know for a fact that just here alone was 38, and then over here was like 42. The back, I know this side was 30, and it's gonna be a lot of braids. But the thing with me is I like big hair. I have a lot of hair. I have a big head, and I like big hair. It's a very simple style. It's something that I usually do. It's like my favorite go-to braids to do. But the hair that I'm going to be using for these braids is the Gina Collection Senegal Expression hair. This is my favorite braiding hair. Trust me, since I've been doing hair since God knows how long, this has always been my go-to braiding hair. I've tried different ones, and honestly, the texture of this, like everything about this hair for a braider is just perfect. It's easy to braid with. The ends don't end up looking crinkly when you dip it in hot water. It's my favorite. You know, back in the days, you would have to buy it and it was long, and then you would have to cut it, stretch it out. I've done a tutorial on that. I was going to do another video, like an upgraded video on how to stretch the hair, but I realized that nowadays all the hair comes pre-stretched. Anyways, I'm going to be using 4 packs. I also have this rack thing that I got from Amazon. Everything will be listed in the description box below. I like the rack idea because if you're somebody who don't really know, you know, sometimes when you're braiding, you feel like, oh, this braid is bigger than this one. You can section out all the hair and you can get a feel of how each one looks. So if there's any mistakes or if there's any corrections you need to do, you can do that before you know, braid your hair with it. And also it's just easier to not have to go back in, pull in and all that. So I like this. So yeah, that's a lot of talking. I feel like I'm dehydrated already. This video is not going to be a talk through video. I will end up doing a voiceover as the video goes on. But if you guys want to see how I achieve my favorite braids, please keep on watching. Okay, so I did this in the knotless method, and let me tell you guys, never again. Okay, I mean, if I'm doing big braids, fine, I will do knotless braids. But if I am doing braids this small and on myself, never again. I mean, I've done small braids, small box braids on clients, you know, knotless, and it was a lot, but at least I was able to see what I was doing and everything. But having to do it on myself without seeing what I was doing, I was literally doing this based on my imagination. I don't even know if that makes sense. Like, I had to literally close my eyes sometimes to kind of, it was a lot. So never again. If I'm going to do this style, I'm going to stick to my regular style of braiding, which is like the regular box braids. It's faster and it works for me. And also, unpopular opinion, I feel that knotless braids honestly sometimes pull your hair out, and I'm going to explain to you guys why. So when you do knotless braids, you're adding the braids on as you go. So as you're braiding down, the braid is getting heavier, right? So as the braid gets heavier, it starts to put pressure on the root. And what tends to happen for some people, depending on the type of hair you have, is when you take out your braid, you tend to see a lot of like fallouts and stuff, and you're like, what the heck? I sometimes, well, I think this is like my third, fourth time doing knotless braids, and I can promise you each time I've seen a great amount of, like, you know, hair, I don't want to say yeah, hair pulls. Like, I've seen a lot of strands, like my hair literally was like just pulled, you know, from the pressure of, I guess, the braid just kind of like pulling down on my hair. I hope I'm making sense. So yeah, if you ever got knotless braids and you took it out and you're like, oh my god, my hair is falling out, trust me, it's not your braider, it's the hair, the weight of the hair pulling down, and it's literally it's weighing on the root of the braid, and the root of the braid is your actual hair. Okay, enough about that. I hope that it makes sense. But this is literally one of my favorite braids, guys. I do this all the time. It's my go-to. It's easier, and now that my hair is short from cutting it, I felt like it was the perfect time to do it, because I didn't have to braid for too long. You know, I literally just braided past my hair and then make a knot, and then at the end I just, you know, curl the ends of the hair. But because I did knotless, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think it took me like 4 days. It took me, you know what, it probably took me a whole week, but then again, I would stop, take care of the boys, and then it was just tedious. So yeah, never again. I know that this is not a detailed video. I do have a lot of detailed tutorials on my page that you can check out. But if you guys also want a detailed braiding video, I can do that for you. I can do like 5 braids of knotless whatever, so you can kind of get the idea of how to do it. I know that a lot of you guys appreciated how detailed my braiding videos were back in the days, so I can do that for you. Yeah, this is 3 days of hard work, and let me tell you guys, by the time I was done, it was so heavy, because usually when I do these braids, look at the relief on my face when I was done. Usually when I do these braids, I use the medium length, but this time I did long, and let me tell you, this thing was so heavy I ended up having to cut it into a bob after like a couple weeks. But anyway, I'm going to braid them down like you guys are seeing, and then once I'm done braiding it down, I basically just dip it in hot water. Then I allow the water to dry a bit. You could take it out right after you dip it in hot water, but the longer, I guess, the braid stays in there after dipping in hot water, the tighter, I guess, the curls. This was a lot of work, guys. We're talking about, I want to say like 200 braids, if not more. Like, look at how tiny those braids are. I don't know what I was thinking, but it was a nightmare. And if you think braiding it was a nightmare, taking it out was, oh my God, I regretted it so much. And I kept saying I'm never going to do this again, but I promise y'all I'm going to do it again. So yeah. So you want to make sure you brush the hair so that it's not tangled, because if it's tangled and you braid it and dip it in hot water, when you take it out, the braids after dipping it, it's gonna be hard to unravel it. The curls are not going to be flawless. You're gonna have knots in there, and trust me, you don't want that. You want to make sure you braid it all the way down to the end, because sometimes I find that when you dip it in the hot water, the ends tend to unravel just a bit. So you want to make sure that you secure the braids by braiding it all the way down to the end. You can make a knot at the bottom to make sure that when you dip it in the water, it does not unravel like I am doing right now. And then when you take it out, you can just cut it above the knot, and that is it. Please do not do this part alone. I know you see me doing it alone, but please don't do it alone. If you don't know what you're doing, you can get help. You can get somebody to help you. If you're a professional, then yes, you can go ahead and do it alone like I am doing. But if you're new to this, do not, I repeat, do not do this alone. Get somebody to help you out, because it will burn you. It burned me many times, but you know, whatever. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Well, it's not really a tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know I talked a lot, but expect to see more hair videos coming from me. I went natural again, so I'm going to be doing a lot of natural hair videos with you guys. We're going to grow my hair together, and hopefully if you're somebody who just transitioned into going natural, or you're natural with 4C hair and don't know what to really do with it, you know, we can just go on this journey together. So again, thank you guys so much for watching my video. Again, if you're new, welcome. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and turn on the notification bell so that when I post, you will be able to see it. My makeup content wasn't really going, you know, far. I don't know if I have to create a new channel for that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but expect to see more hair and braid tutorials, more hair reviews, more hair product reviews, because nowadays a lot of the product on the market is trash. Yes, I said it. About 60 to 70% of them is just trash, and I hate when they advertise it for 4C hair and like it doesn't even work for us. And I'm tired of seeing people with 4B 4A hair advertising their hair to be 4C hair just to get views and likes, but that's not even why we're here. I digress. Yeah, so just thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I know I said bye, but I left out some really major information. So when you take the curls out like you see me doing, you want to go ahead and apply some mousse. please do not skip that part. Get you a really good mousse and just apply that in the hair. Also, the upkeep of these braids, if you do it this long and this mini as I did, I noticed that, and I've done this style several times, but with this particular one, I noticed that because it was a lot of braids and it was really long, it tangled up a bit, and it was really annoying. I mean, like, it tangled up a bit. It was really hard to deal with. So like I said, eventually I ended up having to cut it and just doing a bot, like, leaving it as a bob for like a little bit, and then I took it out. I think I kept it in for a month, maybe more, I'm not sure, but it was a lot. It was weighing, like my neck was hurting, which is really unusual for me because like I said, I like my hair to be really full, but this was just a bit much. Like, your girl was struggling. So yes, again, don't forget the mousse. Make sure that you moisturize your scalp even though you have the braids in. Trust me, your scalp is going to thank you. And okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye bye.